Hi, I'm Craig Boddington. On this week's show, we're going to go on 2 great European hunts with Francisco Rosic of Hunt Trip Spain. We're going to go to southern Spain to hunt the Aoudad, introduced from North Africa. And we're going to go to the southern Pyrenees of France to hunt the Pyrenean Chamois. They're a small mountain goat, and they live in real tough country. And although it's a classic European hunt, this is a real tough one. We're going to join my wife, Donna Boddington. She's going to be the hunter on this hunt, and I'm going to go along, and as you'll see, we're both going to suffer. Stay with us for this week's Peterson's Hunting Adventure.
Federal Premium Ammunition presents Peterson's Hunting Adventures.
We're in the village of Alhama de Murcia, and this is below the Sierra de Espuña. This is a national park or preserve in southern Spain, and this is the place in Spain where they have free-ranging Aoudad. They were brought in from Tunisia and Morocco in 1973. They've done very, very well. They've actually spread well throughout the region, but they hunt them within the national preserve to keep the numbers down, and this is the place where you can get a free-range Aoudad in Europe.
After meeting up with the park's rangers and introductions concluded, Francisco and Craig drive from the local cafe out to the headquarters of the national park.
For the Aoudad hunt, we're going to use a 165 grain Sierra bullet as loaded by Federal Premium. I tell you what, that's really one of my favorite loads in the 7 mag for sheep and goat. The Sierra bullet gets in there and it opens up quickly and will do a tremendous amount of damage. And for me, that's just what you want on slim-bodied, thin-skinned animals like the wild sheep and goats of the world, because it'll get in and it'll do tremendous damage and put them down very, very quickly. That's a load that I've relied on for a lot of mountain hunting over the years.
Craig readies his gear by first loading his Galco ammo wallet with Federal Premium loads as the park rangers assemble. Next, Craig loads his Savage rifle. With the bolt closed on an empty chamber, he is now ready to head into the hills to search for Aoudad. The terrain on the preserve is dry and rocky. The hills are covered in pine and cedar, perfect habitat for the arid-dwelling Aoudad, and one of the reasons that they've adapted so readily to southern Spain. The hunters have bumped some Aoudad in the heavy cover. As the animals retreat, the hunters follow.
I'm just seeing females so far.
It doesn't take long for the hunters to catch up and select a trophy. El Segundo, the second ram from the front.
El Segundo.
This is the second one. They say.
With the trophy Aoudad confirmed, Craig moves into position to set his shooting sticks. These will provide him with a steady rest from which he can take his shot.
El que está atravesado. Que le está dando eso en la cabeza. Sí, sí, sí.
Head to the left with sun on his head.
Yes.
It's a good one. Yeah, muchas gracias. See, yeah, we would call that a good Aoudad anywhere. Yeah, yeah. This is an Aoudad, also called Barbary sheep. They're really not a sheep and they're not a goat. It's the genus and species Ammotragus lurvia, and they're native to North Africa. And of course, they've done really well in the United States. You've hunted them in Texas as well, so have I. Yeah. And I actually hunted them in Chad in North Africa 10 years ago. And I tell you, the reason they do so well in the United States and here in southern Spain is because you take them out of that harsh North African mountain, they think they're in heaven wherever they are. There's a herd of about 1,000 in this reserve, and they're they're totally free-ranging, so this is an opportunity to hunt a true free-ranging aoudad on the European continent. It's a great hunt, and an aoudad is a wonderful animal. You've got beautiful horns, and they also grow these chaps. They're really the only sheep or goat animal that has this long covering of hair on the fronts of their legs and on their throat, and that really is an important part of the trophy, is what they call the chaps. Great hunt and a great place. Here we are in Sierra de Espuña with a free-range aoudad in Spain. That was a great thrill. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
We're in the small village of Axles-les-Thermes in the French Pyrenees. This is southern France, very, very close to the Spanish border, and the Great Pyrenees mountain range is right up above us. We're here to hunt what we call Pyrenean Chamois, and what they call locally the Isarc. And it's a slightly smaller chamois than the more common alpine variety. This is a very special animal here in this area. We're hunting with my good friend Francisco Rosic of Hunt Trip Spain, and Mikhail from the local French game department. And the hunter today is going to be my wife Donna. I was fortunate to take a Pyrenean Chamois some years ago, and so this is an opportunity for her, and we're going to be doing some serious mountain climbing. Are you ready?
Hey, yeah, I think I'm ready. What's the plan today, Francisco?
Well, I was talking with Mikhail, our local guide, and looks like they're gonna have a very good hunting because the chamois is in full rut. So the plan is to start walking up. Unfortunately, there is not much snow on top, so we have to be up there all the way. So it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a hard hunt, but you never know, because when they're in rut, they move around, they check each other, and suddenly a big male can show up. So it's hunting. We're gonna keep our finger crossed and keep on going.
I'm up for the challenge.
From the parking lot, there's nowhere to go but up. Donna readies her gear and signs the requisite disclaimer. Like all mountains, the Pyrenees present multiple dangers to those who venture in, from rugged terrain to variable weather. Donna's challenge has only begun.
Explanation about hunting condition in mountain.
Okay.
Maybe hard, not sure for shooting animals because very difficult.
It's a difficult hunt, and it's just to let you know
there's risk involved.
There is risk, and it's not a sure thing.
I'm not mountain guide, but just hunting guide.
Okay.
Hunting
so I know the place, the animals, and I show you what you can shoot.
Okay,
it's
and I listen
only my
to you.
job.
Okay.
That's it.
Generally speaking, there is only up and down in chamois hunting, and precious little down at that. You begin in the trees and end up among the snow-sheathed peaks. Only proper physical conditioning and dogged determination will get you into the domain of this diminutive alpine goat.
With chamois, perhaps more so than a lot of mountain game, the hard part's getting to the top. You've got to get way up high, right to the timberline, before you're really very likely to start to see anything. But the wonderful thing about these European mountains is they're very multiple use. There's a lot of hikers and mushroom pickers and berry pickers that use these mountains. So there's usually a pretty good hiking trail until you're very, very high on the mountain. And of course, that's what we're doing right now. We're following a great trail straight up. And right now, I think we're probably about a third of the way.
While still in the forest, the hunters encounter a chamois amid the trees. Mikhail and Donna begin a careful stalk. Snow has begun to fall and visibility is limited. The chamois is difficult to locate in the shadow of the branches, but Donna waits for the right moment to make a shot.
About as close as I've ever been to one. It's the rut. They come down into the trees.
He's up high, and we had to climb, and we're pushing him, so if we continue to go after him, we're just going to chase him all day, so we're going to let it rest.
Day 2 begins much like the first, as the group retraces its steps from the day before, heading ever upward through the forest and beyond to the alpine heights towering above them. Covered now in a dusting of snow, the moraine fields make for a treacherous crossing. Even the slightest slip can result in a broken ankle or leg.
I see the male. See the male? He's the one on the right. See the body size?
I see him.
Yeah, you can see one body. And that's...
We have to get closer. That means more climbing. This is hard. I must be insane. But I'm here. I got to do it, or at least try.
They're coming towards to the left is my only concern. They're coming, if we can go up here, they're coming this way. Yeah. I think they're gonna be in those yellow grass to feed or whatever. Let's go.
Huh?
Step by step, take it easy.
Okay.
And we follow you.
No, I'll follow you,
But we follow your rhythm. You don't
fine.
follow our rhythm, okay?
Take my time, believe me.
The grueling stalk continues as the hunters make an attempt to get into position for a shot. Slowly, Donna and the crew cut the distance between them and the chamois.
You see it? I don't see it. It's off the pine tree. The male. Push the female. Push the females.
He's pushing them towards them. Yeah, my son. Let's go.
Exhausted, the group makes a final push that they hope will intercept the chamois and get them a shot.
Yes, the male, yes.
No, the male is good.
I know.
Under female, young from this year and last year.
Yeah.
That is a good male.
I know. That's what we have to try to shoot from here. There's no other ways. You see that the rocks, they finish in the cliffs. Follow the cliffs, they're there.
There is a pine alone, just above female and young.
Fantastic. 240.
Okay.
We have to try.
Yeah.
We must try.
Okay. Where is it?
The one on top, on the rocks. Now it's
I gotta.
the females. You see the pine?
Yes.
Go to the right, there is a rock. Now he's moving down. You see?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay, that's it.
Nope.
Don't lose it. Reload and don't lose it.
I missed him totally. I see him with my eyes, but I gotta get him in the scope. So, okay, well, sorry guys.
Yeah.
Bummer. Okay, we're on day 3 of this, and we're at a different spot today. We drove here. We're going to be starting a little higher. It's still a little dark out. We're going to hang out here for a while till we can glass this bowl here. The weather today is going to be a little foggy. We could have rain and snow. We're all optimistic about getting on one today.
There's some fresh tracks there from this morning or late last night, right here in the snow. So maybe we're getting closer.
Donna's holding up well, but in reality, she's devastated by her missed shot the day before. Unknown to everyone but her at this point, she's also battling pure agony from the blisters the size of silver dollars on the heels of both her feet.
It's a maximum we can go.
That's where the boundary line is. So we saw some there yesterday, but we can't go any further because that's where the ending area ends.
And look how people walk in this kind of vegetation. This is steeper and without push. Okay, if someone missed down.
It's very wet and slippery. And if we go over there, there's no grass. And one mistake, if you slip, there's no way to stop. You're probably gonna die. It hurts, but I'm not allowed to complain because I'm with all you men.
She's a lot tougher than I am. I'd be crying like a baby if I had blisters like that.
Do you have any whiskey?
No, I don't have any whiskey, but we have a bullet you could bite on.
Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Good God.
But anybody who let their feet get like that and keep walking is definitely a masochist.
Okay, but you guys will never let me quit. And if I did, I would never hear the end of it. And besides that, I'm not a quitter.
That's true.
As much as I think I want to quit sometimes because I'm miserable, there's something about when you just start, you just can't quit after one day because you're sore or you're tired. It's like, okay, this is what we're here for. Do it until you don't have any more time to do it. It's okay. And then after you do it, and you climb 3 days in a row, you think you're just all that.
Well,
all that in a bag of chips.
We'll pad these up as well as we can.
Fix me up, Dr. Boddington.
Okay. You're tough, baby. Yeah.
I have to be to hang out with you. The hunt is not over till we are in the car.
Despite their best attempts and Donna's Herculean effort, the trophy chamois was not to be on this trip. However, Donna can be proud of her determination and the realization that the limit of her endurance was far greater than she had ever imagined.
The fog has moved in with us. So, at this point, we're waiting for the fog to either lift or the goat to either walk right up to me about 10 yards away so I can shoot it. Otherwise, we have to leave her it's getting late. We need to work our way back, so we're gonna make our way down the mountain.
And we better do it now, before it gets dark, because this thick fog can be dangerous. And we have still all the way till the car through the forest. And let's see if we can find the last shot of the day.
You never know. We might get lucky.
Know. It's not over yet.
You know what? We did work hard, so it's not over till we get in the car.
We were not lucky, let me tell you, in many aspects, but that's how it works.
Tashi